Good morning, cruisers. Thanks for getting up this morning. I know it's early for hearing and playing music, and I want to first of all thank all our artists for coming to this event. So it's a Songwriters Showcase, and we have just an hour. So each artist is going to talk and play a little bit for about 10 minutes each. And then if we have time, we'll take some questions at the end. And I'm going to have Tommy Castro introduce the other artists. And take it away, Tommy.
Good morning, cruisers. Yeah. We've been doing this for a little while now, and you know, Roger and I had the idea a while back, and we find out people are interested in, you know, where the songs come from, and what were we thinking about when we wrote that song, and maybe a little bit about how we go about getting songs done, you know. Like Jimmy Reed said one time, he said, somebody asked about writing songs. He said, I haven't written any songs, but I made a few up. And sometimes, you know, that's kind of how I go about it most of the time. But anyway, we're just going to have everybody's going to pick a song, tell a little story behind the scenes story about that song, and then maybe play a little bit of it for you, or play the whole thing, and keep it kind of casual like that. So that's the format. Thank you all for being here. You could have watched this from your television, and you could have been laying in bed right now. But thank you for showing up, so we have an audience. And
do we have that option?
Future cruises, we may be able to do that. I think, man, if Elvin, would you mind going on first? You know,
whatever you want, man.
I've been a fan of Elvin's a long time, and one of the things I love about Elvin, he always has a good song. Every song has got solid lyrics, good stories, good melodies, and everything that makes a good song. Elvin Bishop, everybody.
I guess that's what I get for showing up last. I got to go in first. Yeah, I have to have a solid lyrics and a solid message, because I don't have no voice to put it over with, you know. It's got to be, if I want to capture people's imagination, I got to do it with the song, you know, because the voice, you know, some people have that nice voice where they can take a page out of the phone book and move you with it, you know. That ain't me. But okay, the one I'm going to do, I guess, is well, in general, I try to write songs that well, it's just the way they come out, is that means something to me right now in the place I'm in, and since I'm a kind of a different dude and always have been, it has a limited appeal in most cases, you know. But every once in a while I mess one up, and I mess up and write one that anybody can dig, you know. But that don't happen every day. You know, Hank Williams said, if it takes me over 20 minutes to write a song, I just throw it away. You know? I said, well, it must be a hell of a thing to have a gift like that, but I'll never know. Every once in a while you make a connection with it. It's always, I visualize it as a stream running along the top of your head of the universal beauty, you know, and every once in a while it drops you down a couple of drops of the good stuff, you know, and there you go, you got a song. But usually I write songs that have to do with where I'm at right now, and like a couple of years ago, I was looking around. Somebody showed me a picture of myself, you know, in my younger days, and I said, young people look a lot better than old people, don't they? Yeah. I mean, this was way back before I started dyeing my hair gray, you know. I got to thinking about, you know, I try to fit in the modern world, but I don't understand it, you know. I grew up way out in the country. We didn't have no electricity or nothing. There were no computers, weren't invented. TV wasn't happening yet. Wow. Yeah, that's what you call old right there. Yeah. But, and now everybody's got the computers and stuff going, and I can kind of do the email a little bit, you know. But anything over that, I got to go to my daughter for the tech support, you know. So
That's why you have kids.
I wear old-fashioned clothes, old-fashioned shoes, old Gibson guitar, play the old-fashioned blues. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm old school. Yeah, man. I'm an old-fashioned dude. Check it out one time. No tattoos. Don't fool with no Facebook, no Twitters and tweets. Call me on the phone if you wanna talk to me. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm old school.
That's right.
I'm old school. Yeah, call me on the phone. Telephone, high tech as I get. Now, don't send me no email.
No emails.
Send me a female. Old school. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm old school. I go to the club, don't want no DJ jive. I like my real music up close and live. I'm old school. That's what I'm doing on the blues cruise. I'm old school.
Elvin Bishop, everybody. I love that song.
Thank you.
Hey, man, you know, I love that new song you got on your latest record. It's called Keep On Rolling. That's another real good one. You guys got to get his latest record, the Big Fun Trio record, right? That's the latest thing you got out right now?
You're all right, man.
I'm all
Thank
right.
you. Yeah.
I've been keeping track of you for about 30 years, man, or maybe more. Okay. Hey, how about Ruthie Foster? Let's work our way out.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, good morning. Buongiorno, bonjour. Buenos dias. Where are we? Yeah, so gosh, yeah, I was really glad to get the call to come do this and, you know, add a little bit of a little estrogen to the group too. Thank you. Yeah.
That's all we do.
Yeah, we ladies, we women, we write too. I brought my friend here, Mr. Scotty Miller on keys.
Hey, everybody.
Scotty Bones is back here. You guys saw Scotty last night in the piano bar. Scotty and I, we were on the, what was the last cruise we were on, right?
Yeah, that's right. Last January.
And we got a call to, I got a call to see if I can come up with something for the Blind Boys of Alabama. You guys know about the Blind Boys. They were putting out a new album, and they had a bunch of producers that were going to produce each song. And they were bringing back as many original members as they could for this album. It's called Almost Home. And I recruited Scotty to help write a song for this album. And they got a lot of songs that were submitted for this particular album, and ours was picked. Me and Scotty, it was called yeah. Scotty actually did the work. I just kind of showed up and rearranged a few things in the chorus and all, but it's a song called I Was Called. And Scotty had a beautiful, beautiful melody going, a beautiful chorus going. And what I wanted to put into this song was a little bit more of the black gospel, which I know that I grew up listening to a lot of groups like the Golden Gate Quartet, yeah, and the Gospel Keynotes. And so Scotty and I worked together on working this song so that it would say what we thought the Blind Boys wanted to say on their album. So you want to try this one, Scott? You want to add something to the songwriting element?
Sure. It was a very divinely guided process for me. I wrote it on guitar, actually, then changed it a little bit to piano. And it was really divinely inspired, I believe, by the life and the stories of the Blind Boys and their inspiration and how they've been true to gospel through their careers. So it was quite an honor for me, as it was also my first song that's ever been published or recorded. So you can imagine, at 49 years of age, after recording 10 of my own records, to have a song like that, it's a big deal. So I'm grateful to Ruthie, the Blind Boys. Steve Berlin produced it from Los Lobos. And there were multiple producers on the record. It was recorded at Fame Studios at Muscle Shoals, so there's a lot of history there. Truly grateful to be a part of that. And I sent it back and forth online with technology. I did a version, sent it over the internet.
In the internets. That's right, we did internets.
Called Elvin to help me with that part. And, he had his daughter come up, and she did. I punched in all the stuff, and we got it to Ruthie, and then she sent it back and forth a couple times, and that was it.
Yeah, we managed to make it work. So we want to try to do this song for you if we can. I Was Called. Long time since Talladega, long way from old Selma. Wander not. Whoa, and I did not stray. All my burdens, yeah, they just roll away. Had to think about how they would do that. Hear my daddy calling me back home. And when it's my time, only God can know. stay with God, and He'll stay with you. Rest your worries, oh, and He'll pull you through. Look out now. Oh, I was called. Oh, and He led the way. He carried me through. On nothing but faith. He lifted me high on the wings of a song, and I always knew that I was called. That's an amen corner. You gotta throw that in. You get that sway going, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sweet harmonies, of the Golden Gates. Remember them? Golden Gate Quartet. Velma trailer, oh, did not shake our faith. Oh, God's been good, hey, so good to me. Followed Him, and He followed me. Oh, I was called, and He led me on. He carried me through on the wings of a song. He lifted me up, and He showed me the way. I always knew that I was called. Oh, I was called, and He led the way. He carried me through. Oh, nothing but faith. He lifted me high on the wings of a song. I always knew that I was called. I always knew. I knew that I was called. Mr. Scotty Miller back here now. All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Scotty. Thank you.
Just gotta let that sink in a minute.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say after that.
That's worth getting up for.
Wow. I'll just say, Ruthie Foster, everybody, one more time. Wow. Cyril Neville, everybody, is joining us today. We got to do this one time before, man, and it's good to have you on board. And what you got for us today, man?
Thank you. Matter of fact, it was me, you, and Cab
Yeah,
were involved in the last time.
yeah.
And wow, I just gotta say, I was just telling
Back to us.
Cranston, this is Cranston Clemens, my guitar player,
Morning.
one of the premier guitar players from New Orleans. And if you're in New Orleans, looking around Bourbon Street or whatever, a lot of times you can catch Brother Cranston down there holding it down.
I got a hat in my hand.
You know, I got to say that when I got the call about being part of this and heard who all was going to be on it, got kind of butterflies in my stomach. You know, when I was in junior high school, I heard a song on the jukebox at a sweet shop down the street from the school we went to, and it changed my life. And the name of that song was Green Onions. You know, I mean, it like, as a matter of fact, me and Zig heard it at the same time and rushed away from school to the record store to find it, you know. And, but anyway, and then sitting next to Elvin Bishop, one of the greatest songwriters America ever produced. Like I said, I got butterflies. And I was just telling Cranston as Ruthie got finished, man, I hope I don't have to follow that. Yeah, that was the goosebump level there, you know. And so anyway, the song that I chose to do is one that me and my friend Mike Zito wrote together. And basically, it turned out to be kind of prophetic because it was written like maybe about 4 years ago, maybe even further back than that. And basically the things that has happened on the political scene since then kind of made this song make a little bit more sense than it did when we wrote it. The name of the song is Money and Oil, you know. And on this thing, we got a chance to also kind of mix genres a little bit. It's blues, but then we, you know, since I'm from the first family of funk, we snuck a little funk in it. You know, thanks to Cranston, you know. So the song is about, well, I tell you what, you'll see what I'm talking about when you hear the lyrics. You could do this, you could clap your hands if you want. It ain't too early. Matter of fact, it helped me wake my vocal cords up. Alignment. That little riff right there sets the whole thing. A line's been drawn. The stage is set. There's been another election. Time to place your bets. Now we can all get in line, or we can all go to hell. It ain't about me and you. It's all about sell, sell, sell. When it all comes down to it, it's all about money and oil. Well, it's all about money and oil. Listen. A shrimper told a fisherman, said, I can't catch enough. The quality of life going down. Cost of living is going up. And for our hard work, We don't get no thanks, but they can find cash for the corporations and the banks. When it all comes down to it, it's all about money and oil. Save your house, hold on to your land. They want to take it all away. Get your hands on a dollar, you better squeeze it till it holler and save it for a stormy day. Hey. One more verse. Listen. A gator told a pelican, they don't care about me and you. Said the water been poisoned, the land and the air has too. And when the people come together to try to find a solution, they find themselves bogged down in political pollution. When it all comes down to it, take it around. I said, when it all comes down to it, yeah, you know now, when it all comes down to it, it's all about money and oil. It's all about money and oil. They don't care about the people. Can't you see what they doing? Yeah, standing there, trying to make a fool out of me and you. It's all about money and oil. Cranston Clements on that guitar, y'all.
That's a beauty.
Thank you.
That's a great song. Cyril Neville, everybody.
Thank you.
Wow. It's amazing to be surrounded by all this talent, man. I think I'm going to go next just so that I don't have to be the last one. Get this little song of mine out. I've got a new album out. It's called Stomping Ground, and it basically, thank you. The theme of the album is, you know, what it was like coming up in my old neighborhood in San Jose, California, in the late 60s, or early 70s, and things that were going on at that time, you know, influenced me, and it was a really interesting place to grow up. A lot of diversity, and the music, I was getting lots of different styles of music coming at me all the time. But listening to, you know, records and listening to the radio and jamming with my friends around the neighborhood, you know, over the years that I became the artist that I am today. And I never really addressed that on any of my songs or records before, so that's what this album became about. And there's a whole bunch of cool things going on about that. Like I was very influenced by guys like Elvin Bishop and Taj Mahal in those days. And I realized I had never covered any of their songs, so I went ahead and did an Elvin tune, and I did a Taj song on this new album. And then there's a handful of original songs that kind of go along with the theme. And the one that gets right to the point for me is this one called My Old Neighborhood. Now, I'm a little bit like Cyril. I like to address social issues in my songs from time to time. And I found out I kind of went about that in this song on taking a positive approach to it. And instead of complaining about a lot of the things I don't like that are going on in the world today, I'm singing a little bit about how much I like the way it was then. Maybe a little more, you know. And not everything, but there's some things I liked better back then. And so that's a song called My Old Neighborhood. Let's turn this on first. The air was cold as I ride my bike to school on Monday morning. Got a bag lunch in my hand. Rain clouds are forming. I see men with lunch pails and coffee start their steel trucks and cars. They had good union jobs. They drank in working man's bars. I go back in my mind to a simpler time. I always knew just where I stood in my old neighborhood. My old neighborhood. Mom sent me to the corner store for some milk and a pack of Pall Malls. She gave me $1. Said, keep the change, son. You could play some pinball. Well, they had penny candy, some for a nickel and some for a dime. I get one for my sister and my brother, and you know I'm gonna get mine. I go back in my mind to a simpler time. I always knew just where I stood in my old neighborhood. In my old neighborhood. Those days are gone. I feel like I don't belong in the world I live in today. But time marches on, and it takes me back home when I hear the music play. Old man Martinez, he ran the local hardware store. He knew everything there was to know about everything in his place and a little more. He took a lot of pride. Everything he sold was made in America. And when it came to the price, he would always take good care of you. I go back in my mind to a simpler time when I always knew just where I stood. The world was fine and the people were kind in my old neighborhood. In my old neighborhood. And it make me feel so good sometimes going back in my mind to my old neighborhood. Thanks, everybody. Whew. Thank you. Hey, Kev Mo. Kev Mo. How about we hear from Kev Mo next?
Hey, thank you, man.
I've really been enjoying the Taj Mo shows. I love both of you guys individually, but together it's unbelievable. What a great show.
Thank you much. Well, me too. Yeah, thank you very much, man. I've been enjoying it too. I get to play with Taj since June, and I'm just like, yeah. I can't believe we get, yeah. I'm tripping hard. All right. Anyway, so I think I did this with you last year, and I don't remember what I played, but if I play the same song, I'm sorry. But anyway. I spent a lot of years running away from the blues, but eventually the blues will catch you. It'll catch you. Just keep running away. But when it caught me, what it did is put reality into everything that I was doing. So I'm going to do this song here because somebody asked me about this song on the boat, and I just figured I wouldn't do anything that no one asked me about. Because connecting is a big deal, you know what I mean? I know. I should do more playing than talking. Yeah, people come and people go. They take and they give, and they build you up just to let you down. That's just the way it is. But all I need is one friend to get me through the day. One friend who never goes away. Only one friend to understand and never let me down. Well, I've been in love and I've been in pain. I'm a sinner and a saint, and no matter where I am or what I do, it's you I appreciate. But all I need is one friend to get me through the day. My one friend who never goes away. Only one friend to understand and never let me down. Can't nobody love you more than you love yourself. But as long as I got my one good friend, I don't need nobody else. All I need is just one friend to get me through the day. One friend who never goes away. Only one friend to understand and never let me down, and never let me down, and never let me down. Thank you.
Oh man, it's beautiful, Kev. You know, a thought was going through my head while you were playing and singing, and you know, there's a handful of artists that keep the level of quality of the songs in blues music, and that's what keeps it going. It's because we have people that care enough to write beautiful songs and really good quality songs and record them and put that blues music out there that keeps it, I think it keeps moving it forward, basically. And so thanks, Kev Mo. You're one of those cats, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Now, I was wanting to ask Booker a little bit about, you know, we all, a lot of us are, you know, in my case, I think when I write songs, it's more about the story and the words, and then I come up with some music that fits that, you know, or try to help me put that song across. But Booker T has had hit records, several hit records, with no words at all. And I would like to hear a little bit about that, if you wouldn't mind giving us some insight.
Well, thank you, Tommy. My insight on that is there's very little difference between a song without words and a song with words.
Yeah.
To me, anyway. You express your sentiment, you express how you feel on whatever your medium is, your voice, your words, a guitar, a Hammond organ. We're both trying to please the muse, you know? And however you can do it, works for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would like to say a couple of things. Oh, go ahead. You want to have?
No.
I would like to say a couple of things. I'm very, very happy to be up here tonight with this group.